Oh my god. Right. We're doing it again. Another fucking week with the average bod. Pushing miles out at daft o'clock in the morning. We've been up since 4. Trying to sort ourselves out so we can go to the toilet before we start this. And it's not happened, so hopefully on the way round we know what's going to happen, clearly. Right. Hopefully I'm going to get a daylight run in this week. It's not been possible yet. We're already on Thursday and I've only done 1 run. Work has just been manic. So, without further ado, oh my god, let's get this kick this week off. We've already done 5. I've got another 35 to do to meet our Rockman Challenge. Can I do it? We'll see. But it's now 5:15. Let's go and put 2 hours in at least to get some bit done. Come on. Please be open, please be open. Oh, from the changing rooms. Yes. Let's go. I've been for this for a while. Just lately. Oh, thank God that's over with. I was dying for that for ages. Alright, just over an hour and 33, 7.5, staying in zone 2, which is good. You still can't see me because it's still only about 6:30 in the morning. Let's keep going, keep this zone 2 pace going. Stupidity, I know. Oh. Quick stop off at the spa, needed to get some energy. I've only got my caffeine things on me today, so I thought I'd get a quick Snickers. Let's carry on. Alright, there you have it. It's lovely daytime. Whew. So 16.5, 11:29 average. Just over 3 hours, I think. Yeah, 3 hours 9 minutes. So not bad actually. Trying to stay in that zone 2. Failed right at the end. For some reason my heart just wouldn't drop, so oh well, got the miles in. 21 more to go, or 20.5, and I've got very little time to do it in. I technically have 3 days, but I'm also working over the weekend, so unless I get up and do another couple of early ones, might not get it in, but we'll see how we feel tomorrow morning. Might try and squeeze in a little one this evening, but we'll see. It's all dependent on the time we have in the day, but today was a good day. Sweet, let's get some work. Alright, so third run this week. What have we done? We've done over 21 and poo there and a car, nice. So we've done over 21 of our Rockman, so we've got just over 19 to do. Oh sorry, just over 18 to do. And yeah, so far so good. So had a nice little request from Funky Green Pigs last week, and it was a talk about zone training. You've probably heard me talking about zones, trying to stay in zone 2 for example, so I thought I'd give you a bit of a heads up of what I'm talking about. Currently not in zone 2, which is where I need to be, so I'll just walk for a second, let my heart settle. It's probably because I'm talking, but in theory, or not theory, actuality, you have 5 zones. Zone 1 through to 5. 5 being your sort of max heart rate, 1 being your lowest heart rate. And what do they mean? Well, so 1's like a walking sort of pace, 2's like a jogging sort of pace, 3's sort of a little bit faster than jogging, 4's you're sort of running at your almost max effort, and then 5 is your actual max effort. We'll break these down individually as we go through today's run, and hopefully I can pass on some, well, a little bit of knowledge on what zone training is, and so you have a bit of a better understanding. So right now, because I'm walking, my heart rate dropped down to 1.6, so I'm in zone 1 currently, so I need to just pick it up a bit. So we'll get up the road and then we'll have a chat about zone 1 and what it can do for you, and then we'll go through them. Yeah, sweet, why not? Let's do this. Alright, so good news is not too much to remember. So zone 1 and 2 are fairly similar, and they're designed, or say they're designed, that's what they actually do, is they burn your fat stores or your fat energy. It's quite hard to get or to stay into zone 2 and train yourself to run at that pace, and it's different to everybody. So for example, mine is anywhere between 10:45 and 11:15 minute miles, and everyone's like, whoa, so slow. It might not be very slow, it might be very fast for you, but to an average fast runner, that's quite slow, and it's very hard to slow yourself down and get yourself into that routine of running that like that, because it brings bigger impacts, which is why endurance training or endurance running is quite difficult, because running in those two zones, it takes you longer to do your runs. It means you're concentrating more on slowing down, so you take shorter strides, has a bigger impact on your knees, your hips, you know, and the way you sort of move. So if you're an avid sprinter, you're not going to be in those zones, and you're going to find it a lot harder to slow down, like I do. I'm not a sprinter, by the way, I don't like running slow, or never have done. So there's your zone 1 and 2. And we'll talk about them a little bit more in detail as we get through the rest of the zones. Okay, so then we have zone 3, which is what I'm currently in, which is why I'm trying to walk. So zone 3 is considered, in most regards, the sort of wasteful zone. So it's not quite as good as zone 1 and 2, so it doesn't switch your fat stores on any quicker, and it's not quite as good for your aerobic fitness as zones sort of like 4 and 5. So it's kind of like the zone that most people say is like the mediocre version, so you should really try and avoid it. But there's no reason why you couldn't do fitness in zone 3 and continue running long miles. You just deplete a lot quicker, which I failed to mention about zone 1 and 2. So the reason why those zones are good is because it allows you to slowly burn energy rather than burning it straight off in a oneer and then literally, you know, hitting the wall, if you like. So why do we use, or try and use, fat stores to give us energy on our runs? Well, fats are dense energy, so better dense energy than carbs, and you only have really 90 minutes worth of carbs in your system before you then start depleting. So you could run fast, or fast-ish, zone 3 top end, zone 4 for 90 minutes, but then you're done. That's you. You could probably carry on, but mentally it's going to be a battle. So for endurance running, or any long distance running, you know, marathon, half marathon even, zone 1 and 2 training is where you're going to get most of your energy, and be able to complete something in a reasonable amount of time. So that's what the benefits of zone 1 and 2 are. Zone 4 and 5 is where you start burning up your carbs and your glycogen, as we've already talked about, and that's where your sort of sprinters will normally sit. There's no reason why you couldn't do zone 2 training, pick it up to zone 4 and then drop it back down again, you know, that sort of tempo pace, because you're building your aerobic fitness as well as your endurance fitness. And that's really all there is to it. I mean, there's a lot more information online. I mean, I don't know how to work it out officially. Like, all I know is that it's different for everybody and you have to come up with your own. The way I did mine was through the Garmin app. I put in my max heart rate and my resting heart rate, which is not what you see when you're sat down on the sofa, by the way. That is your heart rate that you wake up to every morning. So when you wake up, you look at your watch immediately, that's your resting heart rate, because it's when your body's at its most resting. It's weird, isn't it? So that's generally how zones work. Hopefully that gives you enough information to kind of go away and go, right, okay, I can do a little bit more research on that, and understanding, and then you can go out and try it yourself. If not, and I've just talked a load of rubbish, well, still give me a like anyway. I need it. Alright, So let's carry on for the rest of this. I need to try and squeeze 10 in. If I can get 10 miles in today, I've got, what, just over 8 to do, and I can get that in on Sunday, I reckon. But I'm working tomorrow. I've got some work still to do this evening, and Sunday I'm working as well. But hopefully, if I'm efficient enough, I can squeeze something in on Sunday. Maybe early doors before I go in, or in the evening before I go to bed. But that's the plan. Let's try and get 10 today together, and then just over 8 on Sunday. If I can get more in today, I will. But at the moment, I'm 40 minutes in. I've not even hit 4 miles, so I'm doing really bad actually. Too busy talking, that's what it is. Alright, but I'm below zone 1 now, so I'm actually not doing anything. So I need to pick it up. Right, let's carry on. So, apparently down there is a trail run, or a loop that takes you right round the bottom. Somewhere down there. I nearly went down it the other morning, but it was too dark, so I got scared. It was too dangerous to run in the dark, so I waited out. But I will, I think on Sunday, that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go trail run down there. I can see part of the path. That's what I'm going to do. So this area is called Wintour's Leap, and we're currently about just under 5 miles in. Something I forgot to mention was so basically let me pause this a minute. So basically your heart rate depends on a lot of factors. So your zone, for example. So if you are having like a very stressful day, or you so if you're having like a very stressful day, or you didn't get enough sleep, or anything really, so these all play a factor in the sort of heart rate zones. So for example, normally I'd be fine, but today I'm feeling really fatigued for some reason. I had a great sleep, but maybe it's because I'm running in the afternoon and not the morning, which I have been getting used to. Maybe it's because I had a banana protein shake earlier with some honey in it. Maybe that's just weighing heavy on my stomach, who knows. But basically anything can play a factor. So when you're having a day where you really can't stay in zone 2 and you're feeling really tired, it might not necessarily be just because the fact that you're unfit or whatever. It could just be that you're tired, you're stressed. Maybe your watch is dirty on your heart rate monitor, so it's not picking it up right. Maybe your chest heart rate monitor is not set up correctly, because that's you took it off and then it unsynced itself and you've had to redo it again. All these things play a factor, and you can never get it perfect. So best thing is just to take it as what it is. If you're running in a low zone 3 and you're feeling good, well, for me, I've just been taking that as I'm in zone 2 and my watch has just been a bit off. Maybe that's the wrong thing to do, but hey, it works for me at the moment. But today I just can't seem to stay in zone 2 at all. I'm in the high 3s, low 4s, and I'm running really slow, which is not a bad thing, because it's about time on your feet, not necessarily the speed. But yeah, look forward to this run. Still recording myself, brilliant. Woo! Weather's coming now. Really struggling today, honestly. So, weather's changed a bit crap. That's cargo pass. And the next one. So, yeah, weather's changed a bit. Clouds come in, start getting a bit misty. A little bit of rain, nothing to worry about. But we're on track for 10. We're just over 8, and we're going down the 2 mile stretch of hell that I hate. Breaks me every time. But I just can't seem to get motivated today. I'm glad I'm out, because it means I've done it. But it's taking everything for me to carry on. But like I say, it's time on the legs, not the speed you do it at. And yeah, at least I'm out doing it, eh? At least we are here, plodding along, achieving some miles. As you can probably tell, I'm talking cheers because it takes my mind off the task at hand at the moment. and I'm finding it a little bit difficult. But if I can grind through this, mentally it'll build me up. So when I'm in these sort of situations on the ultras, I can just keep plodding along and enjoying life. Now, we're still doing a steady 12, which is the aim for the February ultra. So, and actually we're in zone 2, so nice. Maybe things aren't all that bad, eh? Right, let's get the rest of this done. Alright, there it is. 10.1. Part of me thinks I'm putting too many clothes on in the afternoon because I feel really, really warm. So it might be that I've got too many layers on because it's not as cold as what it is in the morning. But there we go, 10 miles done. 8 to go, I think. I'll do math on that in a bit. But time for some well-deserved food, stretching, and a bit of a chill on the sofa. But we've got more work to do as well, so we'll get the work done whilst we're chilling. Alright, let's go see my babies. I'll have to take one of them out for a walk later. The other one's injured at the moment. But hey, there we go. Right, see you on Sunday. Alright, here we go. Let's try and squeeze in this last 8.5. And then we've also got, we've got 2.7 to do to complete the 120 this month. And we've got 8.5 to complete the Rockman 40. So I've got my trail shoes on. Let's go down to the trail route that I mentioned the other day. Let's see what it looks like. I did say I did turn around last time because it was too dark. It was too dangerous to run in it. I didn't have the right shoes on either, so I do today. Let's go and take it on. Alright, so what are we? Just under 4 mile, and we're currently on part of the Offers Dyke, which is brilliant. It's always a good training ground, I suppose, when you're going to run it in May. So after this ultra this February, this is where I'll be training more often on the actual dike itself, heading towards Monmouth and back. But it's beautiful on here. We'll push on. We'll get to that little trail run route that I found the other day, and we'll smash that out. Alright, looks like we're in the Lancet Nature Reserve. Bats and spiders and stuff. Let's go have a look. This is where we were the other day when we stopped, right at the top of there. Nice little path this, although there are some steep little drops, but oh, hold on, let's see if I can flip this around. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? That would look better if it's full, but here we go. Here's one of the rock drops I was talking about. There's a couple of these kicking around. There we go, all good fun. It's all part of the trail running. Gotta take our time so we don't injure ourselves, but hey, there we go. Let's get the rest of this done, I think. Whew. Ooh, this is interesting. Didn't expect to see this down there. And not really too sure where the path goes. Hold on a minute. See if you can see this in a second. It looks like the path might have been blocked off by this massive landslide. Oops. Well, that wasn't very nice. Trying to get over the boulders, but I had to turn around because it was getting a bit too dark. Sun is dropping, I don't want to get caught down the other end. But started to come on my way back. There's kids throwing rocks and stuff off of where we were the other day. They could miss me by about an inch. Little shitbags. Right. Whew. I just thought I'd run away from there as fast as I can because I don't want to get hit by anything. What kids are like these days, they don't give a shit. Anyway, let's press on. We're, geez, camera's going everywhere. Hold on. So we're just over 4.5. So if we make our way back now, we'll achieve our goal of 8.5, or just over at least. So let's get that smashed. All right, I'll update as we go along. All right, so we're on for just about finishing this one up for about 9 mile. Not bad. Nice little adventurous run. Found a new little route, however we can't sort of go bouldering, not at this time of day anyway. Maybe another day I'll do it, but that's it. We smashed it this month. Did all our Rockman challenges. We achieved well over 120 miles, which is our target for this month for running, and yeah, whew, not a bad month at all. Can't wait to start next month. Rockman Challenges, the Sickener as it's called, and the first one is 1 burpee for every minute you're on. So for example, 1 minute will be 1 burpee, 2 minutes will be 2 burpees, and you keep going until you can't do any more burpees within that 1 minute. So pretty disgusting. We did it last year. I'm gonna have a look back and see what score I got last year and see if I can beat it this year. Be quite interesting, but that's it for today, this week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Peace out.